Hi, welcome to Gouache with Anne. Today I'm going to do my painting using HIMI Gouache. You can buy HIMI Gouache on Amazon and it's quite inexpensive, and you can see you get a lot of lovely colors, and plus you also get a lot of gouache. So it's a good starter set to see if you like painting with gouache. I was walking along the street in Montreal on Rue Saint Denis, and I was out Christmas shopping. And it was a rainy night, and it was dusk, just starting to get dark. And I could see these lovely reflections on the road. So this is the image that I'm going to be painting today. As you can see, I started with a drawing of the buildings and the road, just very loosely. And now I'm going to be putting in all my darks. And you can see I'm also putting them in very roughly. So I like to just start off very loose, put in darks, and not be too concerned about the actual finished product yet. And I think you can do this and find it a lot less stressful than to try to get the exact shapes right at the beginning. Now I'm going to start refining some of the dark areas like the rooftop. You can see that I've put in white lines for the perspective. And this really helps to define where my vanishing point is, and I can make sure that all my lines go towards that point. Just a comment on the HIMI paints so far. I'm enjoying that they have a nice range of the different blues and greens and darks, browns, and so I can mix up a variety of shades and add a little bit of color to each of them and still get the nice darks. At this stage, I'm still painting in a more impressionistic style. I'm not going to add any details, and if I squint, it's much easier to see where my darks are. Another thing that I like to do, that you can do too, is I like to put in some of the darks in here. It will be where the reflections are, so I can see where they go and what direction they go in, and then afterwards I will add color to them and I'll lighten them. The colors of the reflections are what makes this painting really stand out, and this is the reason why I painted it. So it's got some really bright oranges and pinks and some green, and I've overemphasized those colors. I've made them brighter than they are, perhaps, but I think that's where you can take leeway, and that's it makes it much nicer painting, because then you've got such a nice strong contrast between all the grays of the background and the bluey greeny colors, and then these bright pops of color from the reflections. Okay, so we've got the main shapes in the background. We've got our color down for the reflections. It's time to put in details. So I'll put in windows. I'll put in some of the details in the windows. And after I've done that, I'll put in the trees, the tree branches, very loosely, but definitely to give an indication of the trees. Just to, on a note about reflections, if you put a color that's in a window, make sure you put that color in the reflections as well. So here, there was a pink neon light, and so I've made sure that that pink goes into the reflection. So one last detail and then we'll be finished, and that's the headlights on the car at the top of the hill. They are reflected on the road, and the reflection extends all the way down the road. So my thoughts on this painting and painting with the HIMI Gouache is that I really quite liked it. I liked that they had all the colors all available and I didn't have to mix them up. I did find, however, that the paints dried a bit dark, so I compensated by adding more white. And I would recommend that you do this if you were going to be using these paints. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any new videos. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.